Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you can swap the roles, and if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep it in your back pocket, or you can come back at a later time. We're going to take a look into what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming month, okay? I know I was late with January, so we're just going to make this a monthly read, alright? Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, overall see what is going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Happy birthday to all my Aquarians out there. I hope you guys have a great birthday season and that you treat yourself to something nice, okay? And that this upcoming year for you guys brings you many blessings. Also, I did create an Instagram, so if you guys are interested, you can go give it a follow at Jadestone Tarot, where I post quotes, daily messages, I'll pull some cards, pick a card read sometimes, astrology-related posts, like, I don't know, we just post whatever we want over there. So if you guys are interested, you can go follow me over there. And that's about it. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Starting off with some animal oracle messages to get a feel for what's going on. Messages for... I heard Aries, I also heard Gemini, but this is Aquarius, so maybe you have those placements. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus for this next month. What's going on for Aqua? Any messages for Aqua for the next month? Any messages for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. Okay. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus for the next month. We have the hyena and the shark. Off to an interesting energy already. Yin yang, kind of two sides going on here. Better not be two-faced. Maybe someone around you is two-faced. Oh, look in the peacock. Oh, Sag had the peacock come out as well. Air energy coming through. So there's a situation that is needing to be acknowledged, okay? There is this energy of you guys avoiding something or like pushing something under the rug, pretending it's not there, ignoring something, using excuses, using humor, using sarcasm as a way to handle a situation. But like, you're needing to fully acknowledge something, whether this is within you, whether this is in a relationship, a scenario, whatever is going on. It's going to be different for everybody. For some, this has to do with some sort of emotional situation. For some, maybe this is about your career. Just because we have water, we have fire, and a little bit of air. But it's like you're needing to fully allow yourself to process whatever has happened to you. Because, like, it's almost like as if you guys are trying to put on this mask or put on this brave face or this act that you're okay and that you don't really care and that you're unbothered. You're trying to act cool on the outside, but on the inside, you might be going through it. Or there might be something weighing heavily on your mind. But it's like as if you're trying to suppress it or pretend it's not there or ignore it, but it's like you're needing to confront whatever this is and you're needing to let yourself digest the situation and see things clearly. Now, someone's true colors might be coming to light. You might be seeing someone for who they truly are. Maybe it's a bit hard for you to accept it. Maybe you're making excuses. Well, that's not true. Like, I've known this person for this long. I'm making excuses for them. That wouldn't be that person. They would have never lied about that. They're not the type of person to lie, but it's just like, those are just like things that are coming to mind, of course, but like there's a situation here where something isn't as it seems and you're being asked to look at all angles, look at the full situation here, and take out that bias, take out your own opinion. A stranger looking in, what would they think? Based off the facts, based off what's in front of you. Like, there's something here where you are... There's like, again, there's two sides to something. There's like, let's just say like this is a relationship, okay? Let's just use this as an example. Some of you are making excuses about your partner. Yes, part of them is toxic, but part of them is the most loving, sweet, caring person. So I'm just going to ignore their toxicities and shove that under the rug because at least there's still this good part of them or whatever. But like, there's like two sides, whether there's two sides to the situation, two sides to some sort of truth or realization. Maybe you're needing to look at the dark side or the ugly side, you know, because not everything's all sunshine and rainbows over here. Yeah, it's almost as if, like, okay, another thing, I'm getting so many different messages, so just roll with it, but for some, it's just like, if there's something you haven't fully gotten over, and this might even be something way back, something that you might have suppressed a long, long time ago, or you thought you were over it, but turns out you're not, and also with this Mercury retrograde energy is highlighting that, right, we're in the pre-shadow, it officially goes retrograde on the 30th of January, but basically, you know, Mercury retrograde always brings up the past and our past experiences. Then depending on which house Mercury is in your chart is probably where you're going to see it highlighted the most, where you're going to see this transit play out in your own personal life. So, like, let's say, for example, it's Mercury's in like your 4th house or something like that. Maybe with this Mercury retrograde season, something about your family is coming up, and it's something that maybe as a child you grew up with and you suppressed it because it's like traumatic or it's painful or it's uncomfortable. And so, you know, wherever you are right now, however old you are, you might joke about certain things you've gone through about your childhood, right? You're like making these sarcastic or witty jokes, but like they're to mask your pain from your childhood that you haven't fully healed from, even though you think you have, but actually there's still something that you're needing to confront. Like, that's an example, right? Check out your house placements with where Mercury is, and that might give you an indication, and that might actually be what you're needing to acknowledge. Okay, if that resonates for you, might give you a bit of an indication, and then if you do that, then you have the opportunity to do the shadow work. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm not holding up these cards because I'm just like looking at them and messages are coming through, so I'm like channeling them. Anyway, so the hyena is this energy of being like a crowd pleaser. You know, you're fun to be around, really good energy, really fun, really witty, and it's almost like the class clown, but no one would suspect that the class clown is actually going through a dark time. Why? Because they mask it well. They hide it well, where no one can really read them. Like, they're able to play off their emotions cool or act like they're unbothered, but deep down, you guys might be really going through it, but no one would suspect. And so if you are, you know, may want to consider opening up about that if you so choose, if you so want. But there is also this energy of you guys not taking your goals seriously, or you guys making excuses. Oh, well, I can't do this because of that. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's really stopping you from going after whatever it is that you want, whether you want to move, whether you want to quit your job, whether you want to end a relationship, whatever it is, you might be getting in your own way or becoming your own blockage and telling yourself that you can't, putting that limitation on you. Well, once you put that limitation on you, yeah, now you can't. That door is shut. So there is this need to look at all sides of what you're going through, right? With the 2 sides of the moon. One part of it is illuminated, one part of it is in the shadows. So you're needing to look at both the truth and what is also hidden on the surface that you don't see, right? So digging deep, getting comfortable with that, acknowledging some things, right, with that shark energy, because look at this, there's some shit that you need to acknowledge, and it's eventually going to come up to the surface. If you ignore it, if you suppress it, if you try to pretend it's not there, it's only going to continue to follow you until you finally muster up the courage to face whatever this is, whatever demons they are, whether they're internal or it's a situation or it's something physical or it's a person or whatever. Like, you're needing to confront whatever this is. You're needing to have an honest conversation with yourself and be honest with yourself, because you can't expect change if you can't even acknowledge the root of the issue, right? And I know it's uncomfortable and it's not always easy, and it's definitely not just like you can't just snap your fingers and there you go and problem solved. Like, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of consistency. People always say, well, time heals. No, unless you actually put the work in, that's what heals, by putting in the work. Not by ignoring it, suppressing it, and eventually trying to just forget about it. You can't just get over it. You can't just, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I'm going on this whole rambling tangent, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, I understand it's not as easy as people make it seem to be, right? And healing is a long process, and you require strength to do that, and sometimes we don't have the strength to do that, but, like, every step counts, even, like, little baby steps, and, like, recognizing some things within you that, yeah, okay, I can improve on, yeah, I can always better myself, and I can take baby steps, and I don't have to go jump off that ledge and fucking fly into this whole healing journey. I can take itty bitty steps and work on my own pace, right? Because healing is different for everybody. And I feel, I don't know why healing's coming up, but that's coming up for you guys, okay? Healing is a different pace for everybody. Someone might heal over something real quickly, whereas you may take way longer, but that's okay. Never compare your own journey to somebody else, okay? So just remember that. Heal at your own pace, move at your own pace. There is no competition, there is no race, and if anything, take your time with it. Never rush anything, because when you rush it, it never really lasts. So just saying, holy crap, I'm like going on this whole rambling tangent, but like obviously this is for somebody out there. I'm also noticing these two cards are like opposites. You notice how in the shark the bottom is black and the top is white, and then in the hyena the bottom is white and the top is black. There's a lot of like yin yang balance over here with these two cards. And then we have the Peacock, which is all about digesting situations for what they are, finally accepting and understanding and seeing the full truth. Look at all the eyeballs over here, all these different angles and perspectives you could look at, but at the end of the day, there's only one that will give you peace of mind. So whatever that is for you. So starting off with the hyena is humor, wit, and sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truths. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, charming, witty, and fun to be around. When out of bounds, scrappy, petty, and suspicious, and to bring it a balance, sobriety. Some of you may be using drugs, alcohol, and things that act as distractions so that you can avoid these things that make you feel uncomfortable. Anyway, so the shark, right? The shark is directness, exposure, and revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we're hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive, and to bring in a balanced honesty. So whether you're needing to have some honest conversations with someone around you, someone who you may feel some type of way towards, or you're needing to get some sort of truth, expressing your truth, especially because we got blue coming out, and blue is your throat chakra. So you guys may be needing to speak some sort of truth, or maybe you're having a difficult time expressing yourself due to Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is all about communication. So there might be a bit of that's funny, I got this crystal that I have over here is sodalite, and it's blue. Blue represents the throat chakra. Oh, and I'm wearing blue, so like there is kind of like this energy of speech and communication, but there is this difficulty due to Mercury retrograde. It might be really testing your patience. I'm just saying. Anyways, so honesty, having honest conversations with yourself, people around you, things like that. So the peacock, inner beauty, compassion, and assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrevealed. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us has reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. There's this heavy need for acceptance, but by accepting, we have to be honest with ourselves, right? The first step to... What are you doing? My dog is with me today, y'all, and she's just like, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. She's like playing with her pillow or something. The first step to healing or getting better is acknowledging the issue, right? Isn't that what I said? Or like being honest with yourself. Anyways, so when in balance, confident and kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. And to bring it to balance, meditate on the navel. Okay. Interesting energy. Already off to quite the start, Aquarius. But notice how the peacock is looking over He's looking over at the shark and the hyena. Like the peacock is confronting this energy, this shadowy, kind of petty energy. I don't know how else to describe it, but he's looking over at what we are trying to acknowledge over here, what may need to change, the shadowy side. You're recognizing that, you're looking over it, and lots of eyes over here, you see it. Okay, so you can't avoid whatever this is for much longer before you're being forced to look at whatever this truth is. Let me use the Muerte deck. Okay, any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this month coming up? Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this month coming up. What's going on for Aquarius for the upcoming month? Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Messages for Aquarius, please. Based off the month coming up. You are so strange. What the hell, man? Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next month. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next month? Four of Cups. What did I tell you? There's something you're not seeing. We also have the Tower. Yeah. Okay. To be honest, I'm going to have the Four Cups and then the Tower just because I flipped them out that way, that order. Yeah. What did I tell you? If you don't look at whatever this is that's needed to be acknowledged, there's going to be some sort of Tower moment where you're going to be forced to look at some sort of truth or understanding. Plus, that's interesting, as I was talking about how there's many different angles you could view this situation or whatever it is that you might be going through or whatever it is that you're needing to acknowledge. Well, this card, the Tower, in this card, in this deck that I'm using, there's many different angles. There's many different views as to how you could perceive a situation. And it might even be confusing. Like, you might not even know, like, what the root of the issue is or how to get there. Like, it's just so complex. And it's almost like a ball of yarn. You don't know where it ends. It's just so messy. Like, something's just so messy. It's so... Yeah, and so for some, that's like something that happened to you that was extremely traumatic. And with that being said, if something like that and you can't seem to figure it out on your own, you may need to get some professional help, and nothing's wrong with that. Never be ashamed if you ever need to go get some professional help, because it may really benefit you in the long term, and you might realize a lot of things about yourself and, you know, shine a light on a lot of things and help you on your process and your own journey. I'm just saying, Scorpio energy coming out. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The Emperor, yeah, it allows you to take control of your life. Whatever this Tower moment is, anyways. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, there's going to be some sort of release. We have 2 fours coming out here. Bottom of the deck, the 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the 5 of Wands. So there's a little bit of confliction. There's a little bit of back and forth. I'm feeling as if some of you are doubting your intuition. Like, you're having a hard time deciding or understanding if it's your intuition or if it's just your thoughts. And so if that's the case, you're needing to pull away and go within, spend some time alone, reconnect with yourself, perhaps do some breath work, take some deep breaths, maybe go out in nature, get some fresh air, be in your element, for fuck's sake. You know, really get some fresh air, be in nature, right? Try to have some time alone to connect with yourself, connect with your higher self. There might be a bit of a disconnect over here, and so there's some sort of confliction or like lack of seeing the full thing, like as if your eyes are closed. Look at how the peacock has all these eyes. Imagine these eyes are just all closed, or like you're not seeing things fully. Or again, there's some sort of hidden aspect here. And I don't know if it's because you feel this discomfort looking at what's hidden, or if you just don't know how to get there. For some, you suppress this way, way down. It's like deep in your subconscious, since you haven't thought about it in so long, because you've chosen to just ignore it, pretend it's not there, and just push it under the rug. And now it's starting to come back up, or there's these things that are starting to resurface or may resurface down the line. Anyway, so it's like finally things are starting to come to light. Like I was saying, you might be going through it, but people don't really on the outside, people don't see that because you mask it so well with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very secretive, very mysterious. Didn't Shark say that? Like, mysterious? Like, you know? So there is this, like, mysterious energy. Like, people find it difficult to read you or understand you, or, like, you know, because you may keep things on the down low or very hidden, or you have, like, a wall because you don't let everybody in and you don't just wear your heart on your sleeve all the time. And so, you know, you're going through a lot, and you obviously have been putting in a lot of work towards yourself and also your spirituality and your studies and things of that nature. And there's something you're not seeing, or you're not fully grasping or understanding, or you're overlooking something. You're not acknowledging. And we're going to clarify, don't you worry, and get some context, get some more clarity, and perhaps some guidance, of course. But there's something you're just not seeing here. And I do feel like it's because there is, like, I'm getting, like, you guys need to focus on bettering yourself. There is some sort of neglect going on within your emotions. Like, you guys might be ignoring your emotional needs, or this need to release your emotions and have a good cry and let it out. So you might be finding yourself having a lot more blue days than you usually would, or you're just like, you don't really know why you're sad, but you just feel sad, or you're just feeling blue, melancholy, you know, like you don't really have a reason, or you think you don't have a reason, but actually deep down there is a reason, but you're just needing to ask yourself why. Sit down and think about it. Get into some sort of meditative state, get in tune with yourself, and ask yourself why, you know, and just sit and think and ponder, and whatever comes up, just allow it. Don't try to shut it down or try to, you know, dig deeper. Just let whatever comes out come out. You can journal it down. If you want, you can talk to someone, but from what it looks like, it's like you guys are trying to keep it on the down low. Like, I don't want anybody to know about this. Like, I have to keep this to myself. It has to be a secret. But, like, it's okay to not be okay. And yeah, I just feel like there's something that you're going through, and it's like the more you ignore it, the worse it gets with time, or the more difficult it becomes to deal with it with time. Like, you know, there's only so much you can take before you reach your breaking point. And so, anyways, with this Four of Cups, you guys are going through a bit of a dark time, or a bit of a heavy emotional time, where there's something you're just not seeing, and you might not even want to see the full truth. Like, and that's okay, right? This is happening for some sort of reason, for you to realize some shit that either needs to change, or it's about you, or it's something that needs to have a light shined on, you know. That's that half moon being lit up and half being a shadow. So there is something that's out of your control with this Tower movement happening, Scorpio energy, and you're needing to surrender. And the fact that it came out and now it's behind the Four of Cups is telling me that you don't see whatever this Tower moment is that's coming. So I feel like it might be some sort of epiphany that you may have within this month, some sort of realization that hits you, things that come up, memories that come up, and Tower moment. Things come crashing down, and towers aren't necessarily bad, they're just unexpected, and it's unexpected change for the best. Have trust that this is all for your higher purpose, and that this will lead you towards many great things, but that this is necessary for this tower to come crashing down, because for whatever reason, this tower that you built, this foundation, this relationship, this mindset, this something about it's not stable, something about it needs to come down, so that you can build something solid. Think of it like that Jenga game where you would pull the pieces, and then eventually whoever pulls the piece that makes the tower fall. You know, I don't know why that just came to mind. Needing to build something more solid, more sturdy, long lasting, okay? And so when this Tower moment happens, yeah, it's unexpected, but I feel like you're gonna react to it in a really positive way with the Emperor out here. So you guys are realizing that you do have the control to make positive changes in your life, and that wherever you are currently or wherever you were in your past does not dictate your future, that you are capable of changing things, because the future is right now, right? What we do right here, right now changes our future. Right? If you want things to be different, well, then you're going to have to do something different. You can't do the same thing repeatedly over and over and over and expect things to be different. That's what they call insane, right? So I'm just saying. So if you're unhappy with where you are currently, you're going to have to make some sort of change. You may have to sacrifice some things. You may have to cut some things out of your life. You may have to look at things differently in order to make that change this requires you to do those uncomfortable things. But that is where you grow, and that is where you learn more about yourself, and you become stronger inside and out. Okay, and so with this Emperor energy over here is telling me that you guys have full and complete control over your life, and you're needing to have trust within yourself, trust in your decisions, trust and be confident within you and your intuition and all that you're going to be okay. And so when you have that realization, that's when you're going to release. You're going to lessen some sort of control over how things have to go, especially because this Tower woman is completely out of your control and you're needing to surrender. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, you're surrendering. You are loosening the grip. You are letting go of the things that do not serve you. And by doing that, you fly forward. We go from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. Major leap. It's like finally, as soon as you just let go, you're like, okay, fuck, I'm just gonna have trust, or I'm just going to make this change, or I'm just going to, whatever it is. There we go. Major boom. In this direction you're moving down, in this pathway, you know, you're so much closer to a more stable, long-term, fulfilling life, bringing you, you know, confidence within yourself, bringing you the stability financially in the home life, in your partnerships, and, you know, relationships and all that. But there is still some sort of like confliction here. There is a little bit of confliction, or there is doubt. I feel like this is some sort of doubt that you have within yourself. And you can't allow your doubts, your fears, those sabotaging mindsets to prevent you or keep you stuck. Because those feelings, they're strong, they're powerful, and they can get in our way just like that. Something so good or something so positive that you're working towards, you could easily step in your own way and become your own block, right? Like you did in your past. So you're needing to step away from the past, step away from your past ways of being and doing, and do something different. Approach the situation differently. Next time you find yourself in this blue mood, ask yourself why. You don't know why? That's okay. Sit down, journal, write it down. Whatever comes to mind, don't question it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Even if it's something small, something you may consider as stupid. It's not stupid, but you may think, oh my god, this is so stupid. Why do I feel this way? Or why would I let something so small make me feel like this? That's okay, and your feelings are valid. That's the most important thing, is recognizing every single thing that you feel is valid. But recognize that you are also the main character of your life, and that you have the control over how you feel, that you literally can control your thoughts, your emotions, but your emotions and thoughts can also control you if you allow it. So it depends on what you give your power away to. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's do a little bit of clarifying and see what's actually going on here. So let's get just this deck. Okay, I'm gonna look into the Tower and see what this is about. Tell me the Tower for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. Tell me the Tower for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus for the next month. Tell me the Tower for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus for the next month. Try the Tower for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. Tell me about the Tower for Aquarius for this next month. This may be a specific read, you guys, so if it doesn't apply, or it may just be something that happens down the line, but yeah, look at this, Five of Swords. Try the Tower for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. There's a card that flipped out in here? Nope, it's this one. Devil in the reverse. Oh, see, there is a solution here. Oh my god, it's like a light shining down. Look at this, the High Priestess flipping out, double confirmation. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the Universe. Major completion. Also, the Four of Cups in the reverse. So we go from not seeing, not understanding, you know, but it's looking like you guys are climbing out of whatever this dark hole is. Four of Cups in the reverse. You're starting to understand things. You're starting to recognize some things about yourself. And by doing that and by recognizing that, major cycle, major chapter, it's closing out. Jumping off a wheel. No longer repeating yourself. And moving forward, lots of confidence, lots of eyes on you, and finally stepping in the right direction. after a period of getting in your own way or making excuses. Oh, well, I can't, right? You are finally finding some sort of solution. The devil in the reverse. There's a resolution to some sort of problem. This tower moment has brought a lot of things to light, a lot of toxicities that you never recognized within yourself, you know, because we all have toxic tendencies. None of us are perfect. I have my own. You have your own. Your mother, your grandmother, your neighbor, your boss, your teacher, your whatever. Everybody has problems, okay? So don't beat yourself up with that, but recognize that you can, if you allow, if you are honest with yourself, if you recognize some things, if you digest, right? If you see things clearly, you are capable of improving, finding a solution. And I feel like you're finding the solution by going within and spending some time alone, High Priestess, connecting with yourself, your higher self, and being open to the messages that are coming through to you. That's what changes everything. That's what gets you out of this funk for this month coming up. That's where you realize, oh wait, you know what? I do have control over how I feel. I'm going to change how I feel. I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to make a better change for myself. I'm going to whatever, right? And so when you realize that, you're feeling confident, you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to start doing things differently, moving forward in this new direction. And nobody can stop me except myself. And I'm not going to do that anymore. Not about that self-sabotage. Tell me about the Emperor. Yeah, it's like you're finally putting your foot down and you're saying enough is enough. It's like giving yourself a little pep talk in the mirror. Tell me about Emperor. There we go. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're getting out of your head. That's a fact. The sun, oh my god. Sun shining down on the illusions. Literally the hyena. The moon, right, in the corner. This is exactly it. 8 of Swords in reverse with the sun. Sun shining down on the illusion. Now, it's out in the open. You understand. You see exactly what's in front of you. All angles, all sides, every single part of you is coming to light. And you're okay with it, and you're comfortable with it, and you understand it because you've allowed yourself to go there. And by doing that also brings you a lot closer to your happiness, and you allow yourself to authentically be you. You're recognizing that's all you had to do. Let me get one more for the Emperor. So the Emperor for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Empress. Ooh, and some of you got some new love, or some of you are already in a relationship and you guys are like a power couple, dream team. I'm talking. All right. We have the Hermit in the reverse, Prince of Swords, and Lust. Okay, cool. We'll talk about that after. Yeah, this is so good. Also, besides, you know, partnership and all that, I feel like this is you guys coming out on the other side, bringing your masculine, feminine energies and using that in a balanced manner, right? Because we all carry masculine, feminine energies. Doesn't matter what you identify as, we all carry them. And so it's like you are finally bringing all aspects of yourself, all elements of yourself into alignment over here. And this overall, 8 of Swords in reverse with the Sun and the Empress. So whatever was shined down on this illusion that you now see, you've taken the blindfold off. Once you take the blindfold off, you can't unsee what you've seen, right? That's come to light, and there we go. Growth, expansion. You've learned so much, and there's so much potential for where you can head in your future. And you're realizing that, and that you have the control over where you direct your next chapter, you know? And then, of course, for some, you got some new love coming in. If you open yourself up to that, I'm just saying, just felt like mentioning that. I'm not giving that heavily, but there is that pair, so I just have to throw it out there. Hermit in the reverse, Virgo energy, Prince of Swords, and Lust, which is strength, Leo energy. Find lots of major arcana. Can y'all see this? Man, some significant times, okay? But the Hermit in the reverse, finally coming out of your shell after being in your little hermit mode for quite some time. Now it's time to come out. Time to come out, time to take action, time to go after things and make some shit happen. Putting your ideas into fruition, taking the action, putting in the work. Now it's time to work. Now it's time to dedicate yourself. Now it's time to be consistent. That's where you're going to see the results here. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of patience, and you're definitely going to need to be strong. Very strong-minded as well, I'm kidding. but you are capable. Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're just releasing. Now, I do want to look into this Five of Wands. What's this about? Tell me the Five of Wands. Don't let anybody disturb your peace. You can allow someone to disturb their peace if you give them the power to. I guess it depends on the situation, because, you know, someone pisses you off. I mean, initially. I'm just saying. Anyways. Tell me the Five of Wands for Aquarius, symbolizing Venus for the next month. Tell me the Five of Wands for Aquarius. Five of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, see, I did get that energy. Don't let anybody disturb your peace. Nine of Cups, you guys are really moving towards wish fulfillment and really good times where you're starting to see your manifestations come in quicker. Starting to see results quicker. Things are just starting to look up after such a dark and heavy time. You're starting to see the results, and we have the Five of Wands. Whether this is... Okay, let me just get some more before I speak on this. Tell me the Five of Wands. Ace of Wands. Oh, I'm just getting, like, something in my eye. Try the Five of Wands for Aquarius. Three of Wands in the reverse. Setbacks. Delays. I think this is within you. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So this is within you. This is about you guys. This is some sort of delay, or this is some sort of internal conflict that you're having within yourself. There's something new that you're wanting to start, something, a wish fulfillment, a dream, a career, some sort of passion, hobby that you're considering going after, but there's this confliction. This is a dream that you've always wished for. This is something that would bring you a lot of fulfillment and emotional happiness and stability in your life, right? But there's like this confliction, and with this confliction you can end up sabotaging yourself, okay, and perhaps destroying something so good, right? Three of Wands in the reverse, delays, setbacks, or just not moving forward, like there's like some sort of fear that's been holding you back, or again, not taking your dreams seriously. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Two of Wands. So you have a decision. Are you going to allow these fears, these mindsets, these opinions? Are you going to allow this obstacle to get in the way of something that you want so badly? Are you going to get in your own way? Emperor out here. You're looking over at this decision. Contemplating, thinking about it. We have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups. It's almost as if some of you want to stay. Like there's this... There's something you walked away from in the past, and this might be relating to this Four of Cups energy. It's almost as if this new opportunity requires you to leave the past in the past, but some of you are like, but I don't want to leave the past. Or I don't want to leave I don't want to leave this person from my past. Part of you wants to move forward, but then there's like, but what if? Like there's something that's like, again, something you need to acknowledge, because this is all within you, but there's something that's stopping you in your tracks. Like you're about to take this leap, but then something from your past is calling. You're like, but wait. But it's just like, is it really worth it? Ask yourself if it's really worth it. That's all I'm going to say. You do you, but at the end of the day, is it worth it? If it is, well then there's your answer. If not... Or if you're conflicted, you don't know what to do, well then here you go within, and that will help guide you. Okay? So let's get some Tikashi messages to go with this, but that was quite the read, Aquarius. Very interesting energy. So any Tikashi messages for Aquarius, summonizing Venus for this next month? Any messages for Aquarius, summonizing Venus? Process. Messages for Aquarius and consideration. The process. Allow and enjoy the process of your life without rushing to the goal. Experiences are part of the journey. You don't have to understand them all to enjoy the process. Now is the time to look at how you approach and do things. Perhaps make some changes. For what worked for you in the past may not necessarily be the best process for the future. Consideration. Pay attention. Let nothing move past you without your examination. Be reflective and do not make any hasty decisions. Many special moments are unfolding for your attention. If you carefully look at what has brought you to this now moment, you will see how much of yourself deserves your loving consideration. Okay? So that is what I got for you guys, Aquarius. If you got something from this read, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are interested, you can go give my new Instagram a follow. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.